There are people who don't work more than you. They don't stay up later. They're not busier. Yet their career keeps climbing while you remain stuck. And no, it's not luck. It's because they were using the 20% of habits that create 80% of results. While you burn 80% of your time on things that create almost nothing, Ethan is he works 10 to 12 hours a day. His inbox never empties. Deadlines stacked like bricks on his shoulders. One day his boss tells him, "Ethan, you work hard, but you're not creating real value." He freezes in shock. He wonders, how can that be? I work more than anyone. But when he looks closer, he sees the truth. Most of his energy is lost to meaningless messages. He handles requests he never should have accepted. He sits through unnecessary meetings. His days run on autopilot with no strategic direction. He's busy but not progressing. He works a lot, but not on what matters. This is the 80-20th trap. It's the same pattern described in Wealthy by 30, Unlocking the Secrets of Passive Income. The book explains how most people drown in low-value effort, while a few high-leverage actions shape their entire financial future. Psychology plays a cruel role. The brain craves the dopamine of feeling productive. It prefers easy tasks that give quick reward. This is the busyness illusion. Hard, high-value work feels intimidating, so the mind avoids it. Then there's short-term pain avoidance. Your brain hates discomfort. Learning a new skill feels painful. Making difficult decisions feels overwhelming. Thinking strategically requires energy. So your brain hides in trivial tasks to escape friction. Meanwhile, successful people move toward discomfort because they know value lives inside it. And when small tasks consume your day, your cognitive bandwidth collapses. You lose the ability to think big. You lose clarity for meaningful decisions. Ordinary people burn out from noise. Successful people protect their mental bandwidth like an investment. That's why high achievers behave differently. They focus on the few activities that generate most of the value. 20% of skills create 80% of income. 20% of relationships open 80% of opportunities. 20% of decisions produce 80% of progress. They work on routes, not symptoms. They filter information ruthlessly. Because every decision has a cognitive cost. They master one leverage skill at an exceptional level. Instead of learning 10 things poorly, and every day they ask themselves powerful questions. Does this create long-term value? If I could only do one thing today, what should it be? What am I avoiding that I already know I must face? Life changes the moment you choose the right 20%. Average people fear choosing wrong. Successful people fear not choosing at all. And no, big success is built on trivial tasks. This truth echoes throughout Wealthy by 30. Careers and wealth aren't built by working more. They're built by identifying the few actions that move everything else. The most powerful 20% often looks like this. Adapting your life weekly to cut low-value tasks. Choosing one leverage skill and becoming exceptional at it. Writing, negotiation, analysis, decision-making, any of these can transform your path. Doing 90 minutes of deep work a day. Building 3 meaningful relationships instead of chasing 100 shallow ones. Protecting your sleep and energy because burnout destroys performance. When Ethan finally applied the 80-20th rule, everything changed. He stopped attending pointless meetings. He turned off notifications. He declined tasks outside his responsibility. He focused on the 3 highest value actions for his team. He learned 1 career-advancing skill. And he spent the first hour of each morning thinking instead of reacting. 3 months later, his boss told him, "Ethan, you're not just hardworking anymore. You're effective. That is the difference the right 20% makes. Your career isn't shaped by 8 hours of work a day. It's shaped by 1 or 2 correct decisions repeated for years. The person who stays stuck and the person who accelerates are separated by the 20% they choose to protect." So the real question is this: what is your most important 20%? And have you found the courage to cut the 80% that keeps you stagnant?